hit the go live button. Not once in my entire life have I ever been prepared to stream when I hit the start streaming button. So in 10 minutes, it'll probably be better. But right now, I just have to push every goddamn button that's in front of my face. Does Stream Deck work? Probably not. And we need it to work. Okay, Twitch is live. YouTube is live. TikTok is live. We're not live anywhere else because it will make my shitty computer crash. Amazing. Boyd, the World Hopper, hello. I'm shocked Contain Animosity was not the first to the punch today. What's up, Sinbad? Welcome to the stream. Contained Animosity, wow-e. Moments behind Hoyd, the World Hopper. I'm gonna ping the Discord for this one, but in like a few minutes. In like a couple minutes. Good afternoon, old head. Hello, Thunder Tempest, and hello, Silver Gravity. Welcome to the stream, one and all. The precons are actually good. I'm surprised. That surprises me, because it shouldn't be possible for you to have formed an opinion about these precons, as I have not spoken an opinion about them on the internet, Tempest. What are you talking about? Feels ridiculous. Let's grab that. Hello, Darkfire. Hello, Spilbo Baggins. Okay, great. That's out of the way. Well, it's not out of the way. When was the last time precons were bad? The last time they printed a green one. That's for my bad. Thank you, Tempest. Where is YouTube chat? Do you read comics? I did as a child. I have not read comics in a very long time. Magic content, you say? Oh yeah, the Aetherdrift one sucked. Holy shit. When we did the Aetherdrift ones, like, the Esper Zombies one looked a little bit better than the Energy Precon or whatever, but that bar was in hell. That bar was on the ground. Hello, Void Garden. But Hash Brown, I mean, he was a great card, right? Like, it was great that we got that card via the Precon, but the Precon itself, like, both Precons were just trash. Hope to help. Thank you for the 5 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Wasn't the Jeskai one from EOE kind of questionable? I don't think I reviewed the EOE precons. Oh no, I did. Yeah, I honestly can't remember. I can't remember. I don't know what people want out of precons. The entire concept is alien to me. They don't want to have to build a deck. They want to have fun playing Magic without having had to build their own deck. That's like the whole thing. I think some people want some people out of precons want to, like, oh, I'm going to be able to pick up like expensive cards that I could use for other decks. It's going to have good staples. Like, I think that's kind of the wrong thing to want out of precons. Sometimes there are cool cards they print for precon synergy that you can then co-op for other stuff. But I really dislike approaching precons as I'm going to tear these apart. Will this be a highlight YouTube video? Yeah, this will be getting cut down. Magic content on my Variety Streamers channel. It's more likely than you think. Yes, it is. Cobalt, welcome to the stream. Ma MLP, thank you for the 5 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. Can't be any worse than the Ashling 5-color precon. Well, it can be. Because let's be like, I did a lot of videos dragging that precon, and let's be totally clear. The Ashling 5-color precon from Lorwyn was not weak. It spiritually sucked. Its energy, its aura was terrible. It was an energy vampire precon, but mechanically it was solid because you just played tap lands for like 4 turns and then you evoke a bunch of crazy ETBs and then you do stuff. It's just like lame as hell. Darkfire38, thank you for the tier 1 sub for the 3rd month in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. I really like the 99 for most of these. Hope you enjoy them as well. We'll see. Maul, do you think the Arkenstone will have motion and other formats to hold a solid price after release, or is it going to settle? I have no idea what the price is going to do because people are freaks, but let's look at Arkenstone. Creatures you control get +1/+1. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card, or for 3 mana as a sorcery, you can search for a legendary. That card sucks. That card is bad. This is weak and bad. And if it holds a high price, I will be fucking amazed. Yeah, like holy fuck is this? Yeah, this is a pet card you can drag with you into bracket 3. But its true home is in like bracket 2. This is the card you play in bracket 2 and you're like, ooh woo, I have a tutor, but it's thematic. It's gonna have it's gonna have zero motion. I can't imagine. I've been wrong about 60 card many times. I'm willing to be wrong again. I cannot imagine any motion this could have in a 60 card format. Yeah, bracket 2 all-star. Like the card sucks, which means perfect for bracket 2. Yeah, 360, thank you for using code MAULD at coolstuffinc.com to get 10% off your pre-order for the Precons. I love scrolling to a Mauled stream and just seeing him looking stressed at the word Marvel. That's going to be the whole stream. We have to do manual ad break, and then I will pull up the slideshow. We'll go over the rules. We'll start going over the decks. We're going to be relatively on task today. Entario, thank you for the 120 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. I appreciate you. Thoughts on Suvril, Patient Antiquarian? I don't know who the fuck that is. Hey, Maul, in your recent Rutha video, you mentioned the difference between discounts and ramp. How do you think that implies in terms of Scarlet Witch? I don't think she's either. Can you not read? I'm kidding. She's a discount, right? She's a powerful discount, but this is for sure a discount. Like the difference between discounts and ramp is discounts help you do the thing really well when stuff is going right. Ramp helps you do the thing, period. That's how I feel about it. The Scarlet Witch is like great when things are coming together. If shit is not coming together, like you got collateral by a board wipe, you're not drawing the exact right spell to make your deck go off, like then discounts usually suck ass. Whereas ramp is just like mana's good. Mana's one of those broken things in this game. More mana, more better. Has the acupuncture continued to help? Yes. Cobalt to Kobold, thank you for the 60 streams in a row. Welcome to the dog park. Oh, they're stuck behind ads, goddammit. Maul, what's your thoughts on mono white cloud for bracket 2? In 99, there are no thoughts. What is a card? Play it. That's my thoughts. What the fuck? What are your thoughts on one legendary in the 99 of a bracket 2 deck? My thoughts are go crazy. My head is empty. It's whatever. I require more specificity. It's like asking a fitness influencer, thoughts on squats. Okay, what do you mean? Oh, no, thoughts on squats on Wednesdays. What do you mean? No, thoughts on squats on Wednesdays, but I'm wearing shorts. Okay, my fault. Hive Wing, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. Is Molecule Man too powerful for Vivi Stompy? No, Molecule Man is not very powerful. We talked about this in the short. He is fine. He is fun. He is awesome when he works. He is not too powerful. Veggie said the Scarlet Witch is maybe CEDH playable as a commander. What do you think? I think somebody playing an out-of-the-box Pantlaws of Precon almost made a final of a CEDH tournament, so Veggie can say whatever the fuck he wants about it. Hey, Mald, if acupuncture is so helpful, why won't you let me connect with Jumbo Cactuar? Go fuck yourself. White bread, that video is doing a lot worse than I thought. What is the meanest card coming out in Marvel, in your opinion? I'm really not sure. They didn't print. Oh, there's one that, like, there's one blue card that you play it and you remove all abilities from a creature. That seems like the meanest thing. And even that's not that mean. Thunder Tempest, thank you for the 500-bit cheers. Smash or pass, Queeness Axia from Buddy Fight. Pass, because too many. I know it's I'm getting recency biased here, but way too many of the arts are playing up like a childlike aspect for me to ever approach this from a oh yeah, that's sexy standpoint. Because it's like this art just looks cool, right? Like this is just a cool dragon, and then 40%, like 40% of everything they do with it is like, look how much like a 5-year old this looks like. Absolutely not. Okay, ad break's done. Thoughts on what the best precon will be for Marvel? That's the point of this stream. We are going to be going over that. Did you see the Doctor Doom Thoracle? Yeah, I think people are tweaking about that. It's the it's like the I don't even want to open this on YouTube. I just want to find the it's like this thumbnail, and then it's the most mid deck ever. Like that's how I feel about the Doctor Doom. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's cool. It's cool if you are new to the game. It's super flashy. It's very fun to have a card that's just like, I just win. I didn't even have to touch you. I didn't have to get around your dragon. I just played 2 cards and then I won. That's very, very fun for new players. I don't want to rob that excitement for anybody, from anybody, but for me, it's like, yeah, that's fucking normal. That's supremely normal. I don't give a fuck. Asarook, thank you for the prime sub. Aegis Athene, thank you for the 200-bit cheer. Hi, boss, here to call you bald and then dip. I'll be back for Reality Fracture. Hell yeah. Levin Scooter, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. And more from the end, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. And the prime sub, welcome to the dog home. Would love your thoughts on Ghost Spectral Saboteur. Wrong stream to ask for on my friend, because we are going to have to get into Precon reviewing, because I have to leave in like an hour. First person ever to not call me ass rock. I knew I loved you. That's insane. I wonder how much support there will be for the vibranium tokens. I don't think you have to have support for them because they're just power stone tokens, right? Okay, tap vibranium token. It's an artifact with indestructible, and tap add colorless. You can't spend it on a non-artifact spell. So like it when the game has artifacts in it and has abilities in it that you can pay mana to activate, we have vibranium synergy. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Vibranium's money. Can you spend money? Synergy. Congratulations. Hey, thank you, Biochemical Lefty. And Lord Lazarus, Wild Abdul, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. And then Anonymous, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. Welcome to Dog Heaven. But what if I want an entire deck full of things that make vibranium tokens? That's fine. You just need something to spend the money on. Like, vibranium is just because like even Wakanda doesn't care about vibranium. They care about vibranium as a means to an end. So if you want a deck that celebrates vibranium, sure, but vibranium isn't an endpoint. Vibranium is a money-making scheme. You just have to have something to spend the money on, and then it's fine. Packet, thank you for the Prime sub for the second month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I spend money to play Vibranium Minimax to get more Vibranium. Yeah, that's fine. Then you lose. But, like, that's okay. All right. So let's go over the rules. What we're going to do, we're going to go over each deck. In each deck, we are going to be highlighting, do I get to make shitty Marvel quips with the card names that they put in the deck? So do I get to say stuff like on your left? Do I get to say the type of dialogue that is normal for like the third Ant-Man movie? Does it play bracket 2 magic? I'm also going to call this being an Avengers level threat. Is it financially reasonable? This is the category I'm least confident on because I don't really care about that. I play, I play mostly online. I play mostly kitchen table, so I'm fine with proxying. Are there 10 cards I'm meant to cut and feel really smart about? Is there a $30 card in there for no reason other than to make it seem financially viable? And then, which commander is not good enough to make the Knicks starting lineup? Punisher, thank you for the Twitch follow. We're going to start first with the Avengers Assemble Precon. I copied this PowerPoint from Strixhaven. Pay no attention to the answers that are already in here. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich out of 10 is not its rating. All right, does it quip? I don't know. I'd like cards that are like get a bonus for each mana from a Vibranium Power Stone source you control, or get a bonus for each Vibranium you control. They have those. Those are called Constructs. We're getting too deep. All right, let me pull over Avengers Assemble. So this is the Captain America Precon. This is the Jeskai. We have Captain America Team Leader. I'm going to do Visual Grid because it's a little bit easier to scroll through. So he is a Jeskai 3/3. Whenever another hero you control enters, it gains Vigilance and Haste until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on that hero and a +1/+1 counter on Captain America. That does seem like the ass beater 9000. I think Vigilance and Haste, that has to be good enough for the Knicks. So he's probably not the guy who's not going to make it on the Knicks. We got in here. We got hell yeah. We got okay, we have Kindred Nonsense. Enters or attacks. Cheat a hero out or get a hero back to hand. That's actually pretty fucking good because normally I feel like the precon problem is we all vomit out a ton of stuff. We get board wiped. Whoever had the most cards in hand after the board wipe, they're going to win. So this type of over and over rehandimation that ducks creature board wipes doesn't seem that bad. More ramp. Okay, that's garbage. Here's one of the 10 cards we're meant to cut. Hulkbuster Armor. You get to make something a base 9/9, give it flying for 7 mana. Okay, so we have worse super state. Relic of Legends is probably insane gas in this deck because like every card in the Marvel set is legendary. Okay. So like decent amount of ramp. The Quinjet seems pretty fine. What do our creatures do? Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, and he has a big butt, and when he deals combat damage, make that many treasures. Fucked up. Bastion Protector, standard, fucked up. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Black Widow, and you draw a card. What? Does Fairy Mastermind mean nothing to us? I'm not one to celebrate the color pie. Yeah, why the fuck is this Boros? I'm all for Black Widow. I'm all for Black Widow being good. I'm all for her gathering intelligence, but what the fuck? Somebody said this deck didn't have card draw. I think you might have lied. Oh no, we can't force the draw. So true. Whenever a creature you control becomes tapped, if it's the first time this creature became tapped this turn, untap it. That seems pretty solid. People might have like weird, quirky build arounds they do for this guy, but in the deck that's all about beating the shit out of you, that seems good. We saw this in the spoilers. This card is not very good, but if she got a counter on her, haste and vigilance the turn you played her, that would be quite a bit better. And I think she gets 2+1/+1 counters, right? Because yeah, you would put a counter on Captain America. He's not a Creed. Put another on her. So she is a 6/6 double strike haste flyer with indestructible, and she's vigilant the first. That's fucked. Okay. As long as an opponent has cast spells, as long as an opponent has cast a spell this turn, they cast spells as though they had flash. Holy shit. Okay. Whenever you attack, check top 4, reveal a hero, put it into your hand. Okay. On damage, Bird Empreg. Okay. Got an Anthem. That's an interesting method of card draw. So if Hawkeye dealt damage to something, draw a card, and then you can tap him to be like, oh, is this dying? Let me poke you for 1. That's neat. Hercules. 3/3. I didn't realize this guy was a Marvel property. 3/3 when he attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on him. He gains indestructible until end of turn. Fuck you. When he's dealt damage for the first time each turn, put that many 1/1 counter. I know he's 5 mana. I'm trying to be reasonable. That upsets me. That does upset me. Fucked up. Okay, I'm fine. He'll have haste and vigilance. Is Hercules, what do you want? I want him to die like a bitch. Is what I want. Visha, thank you for the 200-bit share. I decided to use Dawnstar on him. Yeah, that's perfect. So you have to, off of this person's turn, you have to kill him in one shot. It's only the first time each turn, to be fair. Yeah, okay. Right, I forgot about that second, third, and fourth combat. It's fine. It still dies to sorcery speed. Like, you can still just on your turn be like, okay, kill spell. It's not gonna like ruin a game, but that's a big boy. Whenever you draw a card, put a counter on a creature. When he attacks, modified creatures, which is this whole fucking deck, gain flying, terrifying. When you cast a hero. We're just out of card designs, aren't we? It's not too strong. We're just straight up out of card designs. We're just like, fuck. Fuck, we gotta reprint Beast Whisperer and Jeskai. How do we do it? Gavin, get in the lab. Alright, what does Jocasta do? Whenever your commander deals combat damage to a player, put a counter on her. Whenever you attack with your commander, you can bring this back from your graveyard, taps and attacking, and she's flying. Okay. Another target creature gets +2/+0 and gains hexproof. Okay. So like bad Mother of Runes. Hell yeah. Dumbass Kindred reprint. Whenever Photon deals combat damage, add that much mana of any one color until end of turn. You don't lose this mana. Oh, that's... We have a hot card section, and we have our first edition. That's a little fun. That's a little freaky. I'm not sure about, like, it's not overpowered, but that looks enjoyable. Professor Hulk, 6 mana, 6/6 trample. On combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. Who was talking shit about the card draw? Who did not take even one mulligan? We've passed like 4 brain off draw 7 card engines in this deck so far. What the fuck are we talking about? This deck doesn't draw cards. All right, Quicksilver, double strike haste. If they're tapped, you can cast spells as though they had flash. That's crazy. That's fun. Ooh. Ooh. Where's... Yeah, give me this guy. That's hot and sexy. That's hot and sexy. All right, then we have Rescue Pepper Pots, Flash, and you can bounce. Oh, and you can bounce something you control back to hand. Okay. Scarlet Witch on damage. Look at the top two cards, exile them face down. Then you may cast a hero or non-creature spell from among cards exiled without paying its mana cost. What the fuck? That's... I like how they were like, yeah. She's a hero. You can do whatever. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You... Omniscience? Expropriate? We don't care. Scarlet Witch is better than Captain America. That's fucked up. That's really cool. Alright, I'm fucking with every Is It card I have seen so far. That's dope. Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. Whenever you draw a card, put a counter on him. When the 10th counter is put on him, you draw 5 cards and gain 5 life. Right, yeah, I feel you. This deck, we just can't draw cards. Period. We just can't draw. We can't do it. Deck's so weak. Can't touch any fucking cardboard. Disappoints me every moment of every day. Alright, She-Hulk. Other creatures you control have trample. When a hero becomes blocked, put a counter on that hero for each creature blocking it. Alright, more just... Hey, you're never taking this out of your hero typal deck. That's worthless. When the Wasp enters, target hero gains hexproof. When the Wasp attacks, tap something. Okay. We have another damage amplifier. We have this Vision who we've seen before. Attacking modified creatures gain double strike. This precon looks like it just beats the hell out of you. When Winter Soldier attacks, return a creature card with mana value less than or equal to Winter Soldier's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. If a hero enters this way, it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. We got new Sun Titan! Command Zone Sun Titan has to be something. It has to be. There has to be something. That's... Like, even if you never buff this man. You never buff him. You just have... I mean, no ETB Sun Titan is Matt. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's because he's a mana less. Of course there's no ETB. Is Winter Soldier known for, like, reviving people or something? Yeah, he's a doctor. Yeah, he's a doctor. Oh, true. With Cap, it's 4 or less immediately because you get haste. Okay, we have Folk Hero, right? Can't draw cards. My fault. Whenever a creature you control deals damage, draw cards. Whenever you play or swing a hero, draw cards. Love on the battlefield. That's a good quip. That's a good quip. Get ready to swing 2 creatures. Looks like we're about to have a little love on the battlefield. Die. So attack with 2 creatures. Those both gain first strike. Then you draw a card. Whenever either of those creatures deals combat damage, put a counter on it. That's... Okay, yet another Is It card, yet another banger. Then we have a fucking counterspell. We have bad removal. We have return a creature. Ooh, instant speed recursion that costs less if you're getting hit. So 4 mana, instant speed, I get to bring something back from my graveyard. That's kind of cool. That's kind of... Can whites, because I know white has 4 mana reanimates. Do they have instant speed 4 mana reanimates? Well, I think you missed an enchantment. Come on. What did I miss? I mean, there's Gift of Immortality, which just, like, doesn't... I don't know. Doesn't matter. Kind of the one white from TMNT set. I think this one's a lot better overall because instant speed flexibility to bring back the best thing in my graveyard is fucking really good. Alright, Heroic Sacrifice. Choose a creature you control until end of turn. All damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control is dealt to the chosen creature instead. When it dies this turn, put its counters on up to one target creature you control and draw a card. That's pretty sick. That's pretty good to duck like a really bad combat, duck Blasphemous Act. Destroy an artifact, a tapped creature, put a counter on everything. Oh, and you get to do all of it for 4 mana at instant speed. Yeah, this deck fucking honks people. Then we have a board wipe, a board wipe, a board wipe, a board wipe. Nice. And then draw X. Who is talking about no card draw? If X is 5 or more, you may cast a hero spell for free. Okay, this deck looks really good, just out of the box. So we have, oh great, turn 1 Soul Ring. But we have no heroes in hand. This will be a good test of like, hey, we don't have card draw because we have to get a second creature to get anything going. So I go, oh, this land base is doo-doo ass. I go land, Soul Ring, Felwar Stone. Turn 2, I play Love on the Battlefield. Turn 3, I play Path of Ancestry. Shit, I might just board wipe. Shit, I got nothing to do. I might just board wipe. Like, we can play our commander here. We kind of have to top deck something. Okay, we top deck a hero. So turn 4, I top deck a hero. Love on the Battlefield. I have a 4/4 and a 2/3, both with first strike. I think a 4/4 with first strike gets to land somewhere. We draw a card. I'm confident that she's going to get the hit through. I'm not confident that Cap is going to hit anybody, but I'm confident he's not going to die. My next turn, ramp, talisman, and I probably, turn 5, I probably raise the Palisade. I probably name human. Because, like, if I'm in a Precon game, oh, I did miss a land drop, so I have one more land than I think. If I'm in a Precon game, the other people have heroes. No, because the two other decks would have heroes if I'm in a Precon game. So if I name heroes, I just board wipe the Doom player. But if you're in a like normal table, yeah, you pick hero or human. You board wipe other people. I get another Love on the Battlefield trigger, so I get to draw a card. They're probably landing their hits this time. We are flooding like motherfuckers. We have so much mana and nothing to use it on. Love on the Battlefield, baby. Okay, and then we cast. We probably want to hold this for next turn. How many lands? It's on 38. I doubt it needs that many. All right, so we go Patriot, Vigilance, Haste, Counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vigilance, Haste, Counter. I get a scry 1. We could keep the Quinjet because we're probably going to board wipe again soon. So I swing with my 2 flying creatures. To trigger Love on the Battlefield, I draw the Quinjet. I put counters on them. Jesus Christ, we keep hitting lands. Yeah, this seems to me like a deck where we didn't actually want, like, this is not a deck where you want to ramp. This is a deck where you want to have you want to have lands that don't enter tapped, and you just want to be like a curve out gaming. Sure, you seen the no card draw, right? Yeah, and this flyer is buffing huge, so we have like mini Craterhoof here too. Yeah, Firebird's a fucking massive buff. We have a way to bring back one of our heroes too, because we're probably the problem at this point. We trigger love on the battlefield and draw a useless mana rock. And this still looks fucked up. Like, this still feels like we've hit too many lands. We've hit more mana sources than we can actually use. But we had a way to draw... We had a way to draw 2 cards every fucking turn of the game. We have a way to play stuff at flash speed. We have a way to buff our creatures by like +5, +0. This seems fucking ridiculous. Seems very good. So does it quip? Love on the battlefield. Am I an Avengers level threat? Fuck yeah. Horrifying. Does it have 10 terrible cards I meant to cut? All the ramp. Jesus God. Jesus God. If you had interaction, if you had impulse to find your fucking card draw engines, if you had other cool heroes, if you had like extra combats, but anything but the ramp. Anything but the ramp would be awesome. And then you have to, I think this is the one, or hopefully this is the one with the worst land base, because that felt, the early turns felt so bad because it was just like no path to curving out to Captain America, which hurts. That hurts me. But you can probably make it pretty tight. And then that seems like it would get insane. Is there a $30 no reason card? I only see $20 from like reprints and already spoiled stuff, so I don't think so. Based on how the Marvel set has been getting received so far, I think probably like the confluence of all these cards will be worth something, but it doesn't look like there's any crazy reprint. All the lands, what about the land? There's a Battle Bond land. Right, but you shouldn't buy a Precon because it has a fucking Battle Bond land in it. Folk Heroes 10, I think that's the closest. And even that one's not no reason. I'm thinking about like Chameel in the Lorwyn Precon. Oh, is Kindred Discovery crazy expensive? Oh, it is. What else do we say? Oh boy, yeah, no. Nothing to scoff at. We keep saying spectator seating like we don't understand what a no reason card is. A card that fixes the colors of mana you need for the deck is not a no reason reprint. The thing you need to think about for this category is Chameel in the Auntie Ool Precon. You need, like, it needs to be like, why the fuck is this in here? Like, I would cut this. Then yeah, there are none. All right, so next we're going to move on to the Wakanda Forever deck. This is Selesnya. We care about making big artifact spells. We make Vibranium, which is Power Stone, but it's indestructible. This one seems like it's probably gonna be the most upgradable. Because when I think about casting an artifact spell with mana value 4 or greater, sky's the fucking limit. They put Metalwork Colossus in this deck, though, which is not at the sky. What's this guy do? Panthera? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This Precon is heavy on Monarch, then yeah, we can upgrade the shit out of this one. So we have Bast. Let's go to Visual Grid again. Actually, I'm just going to go straight to the playtest. So we have a Terramorphic Expanse. We have a ramp. We have an equipment that gives us card draw and trample. Okay. We have removal. Orbital Vibranium Bomb. That's sick as fuck, actually. That's a reprint of something called Scourglass. That's funny as hell. I cast the Hammer of Dawn, dumbass. We go turn 1. I go get a Plains. Try to cast other spells in my deck. Turn 2, I get a land and I do nothing. Turn 3, Wakanda Forever. Where's my Vibranium? We deadass don't have it yet. Come on. Come on. Are we okay, fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter. This is basically indistinguishable. So we get T'Challa down. On our next turn, we reveal a forest from our hands, so this is untapped. We play Gilded Lotus. We go up to 4 counters. We swing our 4/4 to make an additional one of these. Next turn, we have infinity mana. What can we spend it on? We have Wakanda Forever. Reveal the top 6, put a permanent among them onto the battlefield with an indestructible counter, and we can put a permanent from among them into our hand. Rest go into graveyard. Okay. We have Hatut Sarase Strike Force. When you cast a spell, copy it for each time you cast your commander. Blows up artifacts or enchantments. That's cool. Getting like commander storm copying is kind of neat. We have a garbage, nothing. I kind of want to just go Vibranium Strike Gauntlets because I want different cards and I don't. Nah, I'll gamble. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go gambling. Top 6 cards. So what did I say about this deck being upgradable? What did I say about how the sky's the limit? But I don't think we're there yet. We get Mind's Eye out because we can use Power Stones on that. And then Monarchy, sure. It's like better than getting a land out of this. The rest go to grave. And then we're gonna go. Yeah, the Vibranium's gonna pay for it. We don't get counters on this guy. I think I can probably swing a 4/4 on turn 5. Getting a little dangerous, but we can swing a 4/4. So I'm gonna draw 3 cards because I love having mana. On my next turn, I am not casting you. Fight for the Throne is a fight spell. Vibranium Mining Mech. I am not casting you. Also the Vibranium doesn't come in tapped. That's a great catch, brother. Can we just come together as a family real fast? For the mech, do you mean? Shit, never mind. You can't use Vibranium to pay for it. Reread Vibranium. The Vibranium says, add colorless. This mana can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. If I am using mana to pay for an ability, if I spent mana on a non-artifact spell, class, I will allow you to answer this question. Jeopardy music, please. Yes, no, from the class. We'll see how many of you get banned for being dumbasses. There we go. Wonderful. You can use Vibranium for anything. Okay. So we have a bunch of garbage that I do not want to cast. I will pay 4 for the Vibranium Strike Gauntlets. This will get me counters on T'Challa. I'll put the gauntlets on him. He's a 9/6 now. He'll hit somebody. He'll make a new tap power, or new tap Vibranium, whatever. He'll draw a card. Fucking. Okay. I get rid of like the most problematic thing on the board so that I can become the Monarch. I get to draw a card at end of turn. I was missing you at the beginning of this game. On my opponent's turns, if I keep Mind's Eye, I'm using 3 Power Stones to draw 3. So in complete opposite to the Captain America deck, I'm like, I can do anything, and I have so much of my deck, and I don't want to play nearly any of what I have. Let's do 6 mana. Fuck it. Covet the jewel, baby. Draw 3. Surely I will find something that is worth playing. Yeah, overwhelming stampede. What's the Chaka do? I can mill 3. Great. I'll talk to you later, man. You're 5 mana. You got to do something. On enter, I become the Monarch. As long as I'm the Monarch, creatures with power 2 or less can't attack you. Nice meeting you. Fleece Mane Lion. Standard All-Star. Fuck. Wow, that is insane. I guess Trading Post, Trading Post is another 4 mana artifact. Fuck this guy. Trading Post, because it's another 4 mana artifact. It'll trigger my commander, and it has a lot of useful modes. Swing my commander, probably draw from the gauntlets. Okay, Loyal Guardian is like getting something down. Yeah, whoever thought this was the best precon has to have drawn. This precon seems like it has the highest potential. I would give this precon the highest possible ceiling because this is very open-ended. It will interact with every artifact spell ever printed in the game and do very well with it. But the stuff they put in it is spread pretty thin across like, okay, I'm going kind of wide. I'm doing +1 counters. I'm doing monarchy. So I am unconvinced. I don't think it has a terrible time. I don't think it has a terrible time killing people. I think we saw kind of an unlucky run out. Okay, yeah, this has actually just been bad draws. We're drawing 4 cards a turn cycle though. We've drawn a third of the deck. So it's like, oh yeah, just bad draws. We've seen nearly half the deck. And so it's like, is there better stuff? Is there better stuff we could be finding? Almost certainly. But this is not a like, oh, you just had one bad run out situation. This is like most of the deck is a bad run out. The Gauntlets auto equip, that's cool and does not change anything. Okay, we get turn 1 Soul Ring, but we can't. We only have 1 land. So I don't think we can keep this, because if a land's not on top, I just fold. Okay, Birds of Paradise. Now we're going to get something going. We get a turn 2 T'Challa. This fucking, the copies are Vibranium. Okay, this could make us the Monarch. We have 5 artifact mana or 4 normal mana. I play the Midnight Angel Armor. You guys were right. That was just bad draws. Now I have a 4/4. We get another tap thing. We miss a land. Mining Mech. We get tap Vibranium because it entered. We can, I mean, we can do removal now. That's not nothing. Turn 4, we get to spot remove something. We get 2 more counters on T'Challa. We get another Vibranium thing. Bingo, bango. Now they're cooked. Now we have 5 mana. Loyal Guardian. So now we're getting counters on everybody. This is probably what the deck like wants to do. We can't really protect anything we're doing. We can't bring back T'Challa if he goes down. He's on 7 now. We can probably swing him safely. Dope. Land drop. Go gambling. Hope for the best. Top 6. Meteor Golem. Hell yeah. Ooh, 6 man. The Great Mound, baby. The Great fucking Mound. All right. So we slam out Meteor Golem. That blows something up. We get counters on everything, assuming we're not being like fucked with at all. So like I can kind of see it coming together if we curve out. If we curve out with creatures and we get to keep Loyal Guardian for a really long time, I'm still classing this deck as like potential man. Because on our next turn, we'll get to start doing something neat, you know. Because on our next turn, we get to go. Okay, I'll play Great Mound. I tap a shitload of Vibranium, and now I have Phyrexian Arena. Yeah, we become the Monarch. We get a little bit of a. I think it's really just like, hey, what's up, Elk? How you doing? I think it's really just a like identity crisis of we're split between monarchy because they had to figure out another way to get the Wakandan themes in here. Monarchy, modified creatures, and then having this artifact stuff. But I could very easily see a modified version of this precon kicking absolute ass because you would just want to always go, okay, on turn 1, I'm always ramping, so that on turn 2, I can play T'Challa, so that I can begin making Vibranium, and then I just tap my Vibranium for like busted fucking artifacts. Like Mind's Eye is good in an upgraded T'Challa deck. It's good. It's stone cold okay. But what I want to be playing, this is the shit I'm on. This is this is what the deck. Buster Sword, that'll work. You just need more, like you make a lot of mana, and I think because you make a lot of mana, they gave you a lot of really mid shit to spend on it. But the moment you gave this deck good things to spend its mana on, it would be fucking insane. So I think this one is like if you upgraded precons, if you took the time to upgrade them, this one's going to be better than Captain America as it stands. I think Captain America is better than this one because you're fucking tapping out for Komoyo beads. When this vehicle deals combat damage to a player, look at the top card of your library. If it's a permanent, you may put it on the battlefield. If you don't put it on the battlefield, put it in your hand. That's awesome. Sorry, my fault. I'm in love. I'm in love immediately. We got anything else cool? Oh, they put the heart-shaped herb in this deck. Fuck yeah. Oh, we have Hammer of Nazan. That's cool. Fear of Bashanga gives us the monarchy. If we attack the monarch, we blow up their shit. Hell yeah. That's actually all right. This is like a bad card, but if you care, if you are building a Monarchy Matters deck, that's fun. The Vibranium Gauntlets are super normal. Make Vibranium. Stack to give legendary permanents indestructible. That's just stone cold good. That's not hot to me. That is not hot to me, but that is good. The fighter jet's good. Enters with X counters. When it enters or attacks, make a number of 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Oh yeah, that's very good. If you're making a lot of mana. That is the like if you playtest this deck and you draw this card, then you probably think this is the best precon of the bunch. If you draw anything but this card, no, 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 no. Jay Arlington, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you were having a good stream, my friend. We are reviewing the new Marvel precons. Just bad Jackrabbit? That's not true, though. That's not true in context. That might be true in a vacuum. It is disastrously untrue in the context of a commander who is making you a Vibranium every single turn. Then it's flying Jackrabbit. That's fucking like, huh? This is actually better than Jackrabbit because Jackrabbit doesn't do it on ETB. This has more guaranteed value than Jackrabbit. Okay, I'm really not feeling all the monarchy stuff. I get why they did it. I think it's really good for flavor reasons. I don't think it's what the deck really wants to be on. Um, period. Oh, Divine Visitation's fucking crazy. Fuck you guys. Fuck them. No, 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 that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Divine Visitation, Greater Goods got me fucked up. And then we have removal, 38 lands. Ooh, regrowth, but we copy it if we control our commander. That is adorable for bracket 2, bracket 3 gaming. Do you think an Okoye Monarch deck could cook? It could. It's just really hard because people are just gonna stop taking the monarchy back. Like this wouldn't be a monarchy deck. This would be a modified creatures deck and had a little bit of monarchy in it. It's really hard to make the monarchy the main focus of a deck because people like your opponents get to manipulate who has the monarch. But Okoye as a commander could cook. There's cards that give the monarchy, right? Yeah, but not many. Okay, so does it play magic? Well, actually, does it make quips? Greater good mentioned. For sure it does. Am I an Avengers level threat? No. Well, no, almost. Sometimes. On a Wednesday, yeah. Does it have 10 terrible cards I meant to cut? Yes. Is there a $30 no reason card? Not no reason, but decent reprints. We are going to give this deck a Megumi Fushiguro out of 10. Huge potential. Huge potential. Will easily, well, I hope, will definitely be better than the Jeskai one once you have upgraded it. And it is very easy to upgrade. So I'd say that's most upgradable, probably. Let's look at the Fantastic Four. Panther Habit's my favorite artifact in the set. Let me look at that one. Panther Habit. If a equipped creature would be dealt damage, prevent that damage, and put that many +1/+1 counters on it. God damn! That is a bracket 2 all-star. That is an absolute fucking heater. So there's some stuff. There is some stuff. Walking Ballista, I'll ban you, Elk. There is some stuff we can draw that is really fun and makes this guy look really fucking sick. And then they put a lot of super mid shit in here because it's a precon. Let's look at the Fantastic Four. Hold on, I'm gonna drink my sparkling water. Oh, so this is you pick one of the Fantastic Four. There's like no way you pick Invisible Woman, right? Who else is there? There's Mr. Fantastic for card draw. There is the Thing for counters. There is Human Torch for I'm gonna try to Voltron. I feel like you do Thing every time because this is just so much more straightforward in terms of how you get there. You either do, I think you do Mr. Fantastic or the Thing. I think if you want to be able to do damage, you do the Thing, and if you just want to draw your deck, you do Mr. Fantastic. You Human Torch enjoyers are coping for the precon. For a build around, Human Torch has a ton of potential. But if you are slotting this guy in as the commander of this precon, I think you are probably coping hard. Wall Snuggler, thank you for the 16 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Reed does let you touch cards. So let's go with Reed Richards is gonna be the guy. So beginning of combat, non-creature spell, we would get to draw. So we have a forest. So we have some fixed mana. We have a little bit of early removal. We have a little bit of card draw. We have Annie joins up. Ooh, okay. We have some card draw. We're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Fabled Passage. I'm going to get a mountain because that's the only color I don't see represented in this opening hand. I go forest. Alicia Masters, I get a treasure if I cast a non-creature spell. At the beginning of your end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own. That's I don't even know if anything in here is stolen, but if it is, give it back right now. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Are there any Dimir players in here? Any Dimir rat bitches in the lobby tonight? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. That's really funny. Turn 3. What the heck? Why'd they do this? Identify the difference, motherfuckers. No, not why they print his daughter. Why do they print Boss Baby in the set? There, that is a different question than the one I asked. What the fuck? I mean, it's card draw though. Okay, so we're gonna get Mr. Fantastic out. Up to 4 target permanents gain indestructible and has rebound. That's pretty nice. That's not nothing. So we orchard. All right. If I'm thinking about the other precons, everybody else has put like a big creature into play at this point, and I'm the only person who hasn't. So I'm probably going. Annie joins up. I'm shooting someone else's commander. Like I'm shooting Captain America. I'm shooting T'Challa, and then I will double trigger the treasure generation. I will double trigger the card draw because they're both legendary permanents. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in target opponent's hands. Rebound. Woo! Yeah, this is the deck that wants to ramp. So I recurring insight. Draw 4 or 5. I'll say 4. I draw Galactus. a 12 with Flample indestructible. I need to be exile a permanent. And then he attacks whoever has the most life each turn, unless we have Silver Surfer. That's funny as fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I dumped 1 treasure to cast this. I'll make 2 more. I'll draw 2 more cards at the beginning of combat. Oh, there's a new Chandra's Ignition, right? Is this a reprint? This does look fun. This looks like it's committed. It is committed the least to the board out of the 3 we've seen so far. But you've got a lot of fun shit happening in your hand. So we're gonna get to the end step. What do I want to keep? Oh, here's the thing. Bye. I probably don't need to cut a deal anymore because I'm rebounding this crazy card draw spell next turn. So I don't even want to let my friends draw cards. I can flash that back. Get rid of Chromatic Lantern. I got to get rid of 1 more. I probably Bovine Intervention the biggest problem, just to get it out of my hand without discarding it. Maybe we need Sue for blockers. I don't think so. It's turn 5. We've removed 2 creatures. Like, I don't think the blocker situation is that desperate. Mr. Fantastic does copy something twice. We have 2 basics, so we can play this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We rebound this. I'll say we draw 5. We can't just pass through to combat, make 2 treasures, draw 2, slam Galactus. Hasn't Cap hit us for 20 by now? No, we shot Cap with Annie joins up on turn 4 or turn 3. We could copy his own draw trigger. I will be slamming Galactus. I will be slamming Galactus. And exiling a permanent. Cap is probably tempted to murder us. Right, but like Cap has caught the 5 damage, or Cap has caught Bovine Intervention. We have had 2 pretty clean creature answers in the first couple turns. Whoever got the scary start, we have stopped. I will also be slamming Galactus, but not on board. Banned, but thank you for sharing that. Banned forever. I'm kidding. You're back. Yeah, man. T'Challa's still trying to sequence the monarchy. So we get rid of 2 more problems. We're all out of treasures. Recurring insights done now. I have to discard to hand size. A 2/2 with breaking the legend rule, and we get to copy it. That's fucked up. Flame on. We get to put counters on something. I don't care about that. We get to cascade and rebound. I don't care about that. I don't care about evolving wilds. Negative zone portal. We get to graveyard hate. If it's a creature card, draw a card. And then there's coin flipping. That's too complicated. Okay, so we keep that. Let's get my man Willie Lumpkin in on this shit. He cannot be blocked. When he deals combat damage, I draw a card and they can draw a card. If they do, they can't attack me till my next turn. Fuck yeah. Oh shit, I'm about to ruin everybody's career. Do I have the mana to do this? Okay. So I cast Invisible Force Field. I make Willie Lumpkin, Alicia Masters, and Mr. Fantastic indestructible. I go to combat. Everyone's like, why the fuck did you do that? I make 2 treasures. I draw 2 cards. In main phase 2, I Nova Flame for 1, and Galactus blows up everybody. That's pretty... Okay. All right. But my stuff is fine, by the way. Fuck you. I keep 1 treasure. What's the Fantastic card do? When you cast a non-creature spell, it can become a creature until the end of turn. When you cast your 4th non-creature spell each turn, you can sacrifice the Fantastic card to create 4/4/4 colorless constructs with flying and haste. That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. So on our next turn, can we get to 4? We have Whirlwind of Thought in this bitch? Hell yeah. We're like almost out of non-creatures to cast, and I don't think we're going to have the money for this, but we're going to try. So 1, 2, 3. Fantasticar. I'm going to make 2 treasures, pass through combat to draw 2 cards. I'm going to Farseek. We did want to do it pre-combat to take advantage of the haste, but I think we can still make 4/4/4s in... No, we just can't, because we need... Oh, Willie Lumpkin hits somebody and I draw a card. Fuck me. I missed a rebound trigger. Which one did I... Oh, the... Oh, so we can get there. The rebound trigger gets us there. Thank you very much. So we do get to turn the Fantasticar into 16 power, and then Galactus fucking eats you. That fucking honks. Holy shit, that's awesome. Okay, so where's my boy Willie Lumpkin? My goat. That's hilarious. At the beginning of your first main phase, out of 4 mana and any combination of colors, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may copy it. Interesting. Anyway. The Fantasticar is crazy. I love the Fantasticar. My life for the Fantasticar. Wrong slide. This deck sure does the thing. See, that's true, except it probably doesn't work if you put the thing in the command zone. Like, the playtest we just did falls completely flat if we put this dumbass in the command zone. Because most of that playtest was happened well because we were like, oh, I draw 3 cards every turn because I double trigger Mr. Fantastic. So it does do the thing. But if you want to make the thing jokes, you can't command zone him. Galactus did kind of carry our ability to kill people. Kind of, but I think the Fantasticar would have gotten us there pretty quickly, like pretty quickly anyway. Because we were gonna put 16 power down from the Fantasticar. We could have still done the like big board wipe plan, and then just because we don't have a big board wipe, it doesn't really matter. What's the oh, Genesis Ultimatum. You could say this deck is fantastic. I never would, but you could. Yeah, Annie joins up carried harder than anything. Monologue tax seems whatever. I do think you need the land ramp. There's a lot of rebound cards. Holy shit. Return a permanent to its owner's hand, or return an instant or sorcery from graveyard to hand. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that one. I'm gonna go out on I'm gonna make that a hot card. Hear me out, right? Because the thing I dislike the most about bounce is when you bounce something, they just play that shit again. This one, you get to go bounce, they go to play it again, you're like, rebound, bitch. Rebound, bitch, next one's free. Don't make me do it. I don't want to. Play something else. Don't you put that Ristic Study back on the board. Don't you put that Smothering Tights back down. I'm getting you. I'm getting you. Your commander is staying in dumb baby jail for a turn. Please. Yeah, go ahead. Play it again. Play it again. See what happens. That's pretty cool. At the beginning of combat, if you cast a non-creature spell this turn, discover 6. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. So this deck looks like the kind of the Rube Goldberg machine. When you cast a non-creature spell, Crystal deals X to each opponent, where X is the number of colors that spell is. So here's how we kill people. Here's how we kill people. Yeah, on non-creature do stuff. It looks like we have a lot of paths to getting there. I think most of those paths flow through Mr. Fantastic is in my command zone. Because if we don't have the 3-mana card draw engine, I think we are probably like really, really sad. But if you have the 3-mana card draw engine, you're probably insanely happy. Out of here, TikTok minigame. Come on. There's 8 people I'm trying to keep happy. Doesn't Cap turn us to paste if Annie didn't shoot him in the chest? How much removal is in here? I mean, it's low because it's a precon, but we had 1 targeted removal, 2 targeted removal, a board wipe, and then there were other times we could have dug deeper that we chose not to. Like, I see Promise of Loyalty in here too. Like, there's a world where you get killed, but the deck has the tools to not get killed. And we saw the tools, like, versus in terms of Copium, everybody was telling me what the Black Panther deck could have done, and we never fucking saw it. And everyone, but this deck has been like, well, what if they get you? And we've very regularly had the cards for them to not get us. I do think running, if you were to upgrade this, you probably, like, if you want to play this in bracket 3, you probably have to put in a little bit more control, because then you just go like, okay, I cast a removal spell, it replaces itself, I draw into good stuff, versus doing the like Rube Goldberg machine. But if anything else like super fucking fun in this, Equip Commander's crazy. I don't like that line of text. I don't like that line of text. Oh, we have Clever Concealment. That's solid. Galvanic Iteration. Force Field. This is a reprint? This looks awesome. I didn't even know this was a card. Hold on, they put slobbering on him. That's my guy. Hold on. I love that now I can just type slobbering into Scryfall and I'm gonna get a fucking hit. That's my guy right there. I'm straight up slobbing on it. I'm coming over. I'm coming over and I'm slobbing on it. Get out of the way. Oh, that's fucked. The green players didn't need that. They didn't need another Mana Gorger Hydra. Fuck you. Would you keep Lockjaw as a pet? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, that seems good as hell. Card was $50. Oh, Mr. Fantastic. Okay. God damn it. Cut this man immediately. I'm sorry to say it. He does look very lovable. This is ridiculous. In a 4-color deck, a colorless mana rock you have to pay to filter through. Please. Stop fucking with me. Okay. I think this one's actually pretty up there with the Captain America deck. Or which one is the best out of the box? I'm gonna give that a straight slobbering out of 10. Reed Richards has to be the commander every time. If Herbie weren't a mana rock, would you pay 2 for that surveil effect? No. You did read the sub commander, right? Who's the sub commander? Is that the power pack? Is that the 4-color one? Or is there a different one? Yeah. Okay, 4 colors, flying, vigilance, trample, haste. On combat damage, exile an instant or sorcery at random from your graveyard. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. If that spell would go into your graveyard, exile it instead. That is dog shit for this precon. Don't do that. Unless you want to play like bottom of bracket 2. Like, not random? What do you think the words chosen at random mean? What Power Pack is a goddamn excellent thing for you to build your own deck around. You can for sure build a 4-color deck that's funny as fuck, that does a lot of powerful stuff with this in the command zone. If you play this as the commander of this precon, that's I'll pray for you. Did you see Crystal? Yeah, we talked about Crystal. She's fine. I don't think she's like even that good for this deck in specific. Like it's still you're playing Mr. Fantastic or you're coping. TBH, I think all 4 of the 4 could be the commander for this deck and they'll all play different. Well, yeah, that's the point. It's just that Johnny throws the game. Yeah, he does. Okay, let's move on to Doom Prevails, the villain one. NFTs are mega cringe. Thank you for the Twitch follow. I agree. All right, Doom Prevails. Doom, King of Latveria. Now I did drag this man when we looked at him spoilered, because this does not seem like a very good card to me. And after what we have seen out of the other decks, I am not excited. You discard 1 or more lands, you make them lose 2 life. At the beginning of combat, you give the villain you control menace until end of turn, it connives. Sure. What do some of these villains do? He's a guy. Okay, containment construct. Villain spells cost 1 less. Oh my god, villains can connive. Do this only once each turn. Great. The Troc. I can multi-kick in a how much mana do you think I'm making, motherfucker? Okay, we can clone Doctor Doom. Okay, we can recast stuff, but we have to pay. That seems like something. When a creature we control connives, we can put a counter on each creature we control. We can suspend something with 2 time counters, but it's probably going to be Batroc the fucking Leaper. Okay, Killmonger is built to kill the T'Challa deck, which is awesome. Because we get a bonus for each artifact defending player controls. Whenever you play a card from exile, Claw gets indestructible. When it deals combat damage, you can take the top card of their library. That's okay. Ooh, we got Lady Loki in here, though. Living Laser. On attack, for each card you've discarded this turn, make a token copy of him. They enter tapped and attacking. Okay. Oh, we get Molecule Man in this bitch, though. That does nothing with Connive. That does stone cold nothing with Connive. Oh, the +1/+0 never resets. Huh? Oh, it got errata? God damn it. God damn it. He was almost something. Capital D, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. So, okay. So for somebody who said, connive on other players' turns, though, where does the connive at beginning of combat on my turn connive on somebody else's turn? Where does Kang attacking during my combat connive on someone else's turn? So I have to flash a villain in on someone else's turn, and then I will at long last be able to Molecule Man. Right, but we're not talking about what we can upgrade it to right now. We're talking about what it does. Still man! Okay. I just got to get that out of the way. Pace Pop Pete mentioned, this deck's awesome. It's the worst. It's the worst. Calling it there. I am calling it there. That shit sucks. First non-creature spell, they lose life. Cool. We can punish Fantastic Four a little bit. Villain Banner. So this seems like the Captain America deck, but bad. That's what this seems like. Because it seems like it's relying on the same, like, okay, we're doing a bunch of type synergies. We have some other, like, value engines that are happening. But the Captain America deck seemed like we're getting a shitload of cards in hand, and we're getting a shitload of counters on everybody, and they all have haste, and they all have vigilance. And the villain deck is just like, we connive, because that's what villains do. Hey, Spark Double, though, that's my goat. This seems decent. This guy might be better. Might be better to play out of the box. I don't really believe in it, though. Let's see. So we have no land. We have 1 land, no ramp. We're not keeping that hand. We have 3 lands and a bunch of villains. Sure. Play a fucking tapped land. I play a fucking tapped land. I play Claw. He's got Death Touch. Nobody hit me. I play Doctor Doom. I'm gonna have Claw connive. I can make monkeys. Second card each turn. Fuck yeah. Titan of Littjara. Cast a villain spell, make more villains. Helmet Zemo, get the fuck out of here. We have a 4/4. Alright, monkey time. We're gonna make him connive. Draw. Cut the shit, man. We put a counter on Red Ghost. But he can't be blocked. This guy's a 4/4. This guy's a 3/4. Play another land. We get to Patchwork Banner. So these are all 1 bigger now. That's not half bad. We can play Madam Hydra. I'm gonna have Red Ghost connive. I'm gonna make a monkey. They're gonna be shapeshifters. Okay, fuck Kang. Actually, no, fuck this land. Everybody take two. Whenever you attack, exile a target non-land card from your graveyard with two time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. I'm gonna be normal. I'm gonna be normal about this card. Hold on. Why is this time counter stuff in there? Cause they're villains. They're monologuing. We make a plan, then we talk about it for a really long time. That's cool. That's a very cool card. If we had more stuff like this, I would believe in it more. And this honestly, it's not even that bad of a playtest. Like we have meaningful chump blockers. I think the problem is we're like never going to be in the driver's seat. Like if the Final Fantasy 4 deck or Final Fantasy 4, if the Fantastic 4 deck does the board wipe thing, we get clowned. If the Captain America deck swings big first striking creatures at us, we get clowned. If Black Panther can draw a card every time we draw a card from Mind's Eye, we get clowned. I think it could just edge ahead of Black Panther because the connive is going to make, like, the deck is going to be a little bit more reliable than Black Panther because you have card draw in the command zone. But I would say this one is like very meaty in precon, but it is very much overwhelmed by what the Jeskai precon is doing and by what the 4-color precon is doing. Because really all it's missing is like, we're doing all this conniving, but instead of using our graveyard in a serious way, we have to do it in these like silly ass villain ways. And other people are getting like the Fantastic Four precon is like, what if you spent 8 mana on an 8 mana non-creature spell and it fucking killed everybody? And the Jeskai precon is going like, what if you played a 6/6 flyer with double strike and it had haste and you fucking killed somebody? And even the Black Panther precon is like, what if you had 12 mana and big robots and you killed somebody? And the Grixis precon is just like, what if you waited 2 turns to do anything? Also, discard something. Will it help you? Maybe. 2 turns though. Please wait. Very underwhelming. What if Commander was Loki? I think that's worse. I think if you have this precon and you don't have a way to work through your deck faster, you are more unhappy, not less. Because Loki lets you like copy of it. Oh, he okay. Loki does draw. Loki draws when villains connect. We ain't doing that shit. Be for real. Like maybe if we have Death Touch. If we have Claw, we have Death Touch and Claw, or we have Professor Unblockable. If we have the Naked 2/3, we have drawn nothing. So I think it's fine. I think the worst thing about him, or the worst thing about this Doctor Doom, is they made the upgrade paths suck. I think he is about as limited in upgrade paths as the Captain America deck, but the Captain America deck seems a lot better straight out of the box, which is really disappointing because the only like he cares about villains, and the villain synergies are really loose and weak. He cares about conniving, and there's a few good connive synergies, but they don't seem awesome. Maybe you could get some type of like villain control connive deck going. As I'm saying it, I like that more. Maybe there's more upgrade potential than I thought, but you probably have to do like, I'm playing Doctor Doom, I'm playing Ironmonger, I'm playing this fuck ass, and then I'm playing like a shitload of removal. and I'm either reanimating big threats or I have ways to like cast stuff out of my graveyard. Like I'm thinking of like I would be doing like Emmett Selk in this shit. Thoughts on cloning Doctor Doom mold? It's it is okay. A thing that I don't love about cloning Doctor Doom. Hold on, we might be on the wrong mic in. Oh, that's why. That should help the TikTok audio. Thank you for the person who shouted that out. Um, yeah, you could do Cast Dissident Mage. Like you just need you need way better access to the graveyard than this deck gave you. And if you had solid access to the graveyard where you were getting better benefits for drawing your second card every turn, I could really believe in this. But it just being a pile of villains seems really, really underwhelming, even though the suspend stuff is pretty cool. I think the suspend stuff is very cool, but much like villains in the movies, you're going to do a big scary thing, you're going to announce your plan, and the heroes are going to kill you. That did not fix much if you did something. Then I have no idea. Hold on. Ooh, we have a 7-mana 7/7. Oh, hell yeah, black market connections. What's Glorious Purpose do? When a creature you control connives, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature and a plan counter on this enchantment. When the 6th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. If you do, exile the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast any number of spells from among them without paying their mana costs. So that's what I mean by they don't want us to win. Because here's what happens. You play this, you connive one time, the whole table looks at you and goes, hey, he's got a plan. Beat his ass. And then they do. Long before you have connived 6 fucking times. The nation of Latveria is getting cooked in half by all these other precons. Oh, extract power is cool. Hold on. That's dope. Arch Nemesis is kind of cool. Let me look at that. Dimir, whenever enchant opponent, whenever you attack enchanted player, that player loses 2 life. You draw a card, gain 2 life. Whenever a player attacks, you may attach this aura to that player. That is beautiful. That is beautiful and wonderful and is so flavorful to be swapping your arch nemesis every fucking turn based on who hit you last. That's so good. Oh, that makes me so happy. You got to prepare different monologues for each member of your pod. Like, I can't believe you would do this to me, Ricky. A pox on you, your family, your line. Et tu, Tony. And then you just keep going. Yeah, this is just me banning whoever last killed me in lane, for sure. That's petty as hell. Okay, so let's go to the rankings. I still think Doom's on the bottom. I think it's Doom. This is out of the box. Doom Prevails, or F4. Or F4 if you run anything but Mr. Fantastic. In third, I am Moody. We're looking at the new precons for the upcoming Magic the Gathering set. In third, I think it's probably Wakanda Forever. I think there's pop-off potential, but I don't think it's that good. I think it's the Fantastic Four in second with Mr. Fantastic. And out of the box, unsurprisingly, Avengers Assemble is just way fucking better. Now, when it comes to upgrading them, let's just clean all these out because I don't think anything stays in the same spot. I think it's Wakanda Forever in the first spot for upgrades. It's the broadest. You can do the most to just make it go crazy, go stupid. So Wakanda Forever is definitely the best. I I think Doom Prevails goes into second. The more I talked about it, the more I was thinking of like, okay, you could keep the couple villains who are really good. If you put in good removal and if you put in good graveyard access, you could really get something going that still felt like Doctor Doomy. And then I think it's Fantastic Four, and then I think it is Avengers Assemble. Avengers Assemble has like almost no room. Like Avengers Assemble, hey, put in a fucking Rhystic Study, put in a fucking Smothering Tithe. Good for you. Good for you. Upgrades done. I think there's very little thematic upgrading that you have room to do. Which of these will I actually buy? Probably zero. What's the price on these? Oh, $300. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Can you please say something about Willie Lumpkin? We talked about Willie Lumpkin when we saw him. We talked about Willie Lumpkin again when we were talking about the Fantastic Four deck. The fact that this one's 120 and is cleanly the worst one is really funny. So the two best ones are actually the cheapest, and then the weakest ones are the most expensive. That's hilarious to me. All right, that's going to be where we call this review process. Thank you all for being here. We're going to pull up the Bald Kai, go find somebody to raid. Beeps is live. We're going to raid Beeps. Everybody be kind. Do not rewind any videos you have purchased from anybody ever. I will be live again tomorrow, probably. Sunday, definitely. I appreciate you all keeping me company. I hope you enjoyed today's show. And please remember to stay toxic. YouTube and TikTok, it's just it for us.